Hello, folks. I'm Dr.Genuks, and today I'm going to discuss a fantasy concept illustration that might be in use for future video game industry or illustration or whatever. My goal was to create a very original set. I've called that Dark Elves. Dark Elves is a fictitious race from many novels and Dungeons and Dragons rules board game set. Also, they appeared in Pathfinder, most newest role-play game. So this nation is pretty wide. They are tiny, they are also wild, sneaky, and tend to hide to sneak out into underdog. Um, so they resemble certain parts from common infernal creatures or demonic creatures. I don't know. So I'm going to start my experiment just from raw sketch to find out lines I need to find out the character traits. As you can see, I started with my sketch and I started from the pencil like as usual. We need to find a proper um, color base for our future concept art. So I believe it must reflect the character of main scene. So it must to be something dark and cold, or maybe dark and warm, like this brown red. Remember, always pressing F, you can easily change the present resolution of your toolset in Photoshop. Okay. I'll be quick. I'll be quick now. I only have make an accent on that matter that we always have to look into character. Look into character. Look after character and find the correct line that will describe and depict our very character. So I started just from the base color. Next, I'm going to add some base to my future illustration, to my future concept. Also, a little black appears in the bottom of the screen. You can see it might to be the shadow drops by the character. I started to form out the shape just from the background color. As you can see, it will be red brown. As long as I'm happy with my horse, I pass to the next characters. I pass to the next characters into my scene, like my groom, a little tiny groom who is sure scared with his companion, with his hellish companion. So you can see, I've decided to make him. I put it everything into its own folders here. Everything regarded to my Destrier, everything regarded to the war steed. It's put inside the special steed folder, so I can easily freeze it up, unfreeze, make it view, make it hidden, anything. So I hide it out, and this is actually the lead. Let me see. Aha, this is the mesh for Destrier. I've added simultaneously a couple of touches that resemble the part. in a wall. So it combines, as you can see, the silhouette for the light, for the ambient light, for the occlusion light, the character. Now, as long as my Destrier is formed now, it have to reflect some light down to my LED. That's why I've depicted him just from the scratch. Added first of all, I added usually the occlusion light. Then I add some semi lights or semi shadows. Then I'm going fast to my ambient light or thinking light. Okay, it's finalized with, as you can see, parted into dissolve blending mode that make it desert. So the next stage, it will be the harmonization of our picture into the main scene. No, I want to save this. I want to save this as well. And finally, I've decided to add some flame, so some flame to my horse, to the hellish horse. So, as you can see, it contains of a couple of layers here. It all had started just from the scratch, from the same scratch that I desaturated, that was desaturated. First of all, it must be lack of any color information inside. Then I added first layer with effects, as you can see, effects as such. Inner glow with some uh, indications like opacity put it into 100, hard light scheme, and some size maybe 16. It's up to you, and definitely it must be something cold and bright like this, or maybe something warm and bright like this exactly. Then I'm going to copy paste copy paste. As you can see, one of my layer, two of them actually appears to be a little bit desert. Yes, they desert by means of desert tool, by means of this smudge tool, but it's inside. I do recommend make it strength of about no stronger than 50%, actually 40% as for me. A swollen radius of selected brush. I've selected the brush in especially with desert reach. So okay, with desert reach of a brush. And finally, and manipulate with, of course, with my uh, no matter mouse or tablet. My tablet is pretty burn for now, so I'm using equally both tools equally. So it's definitely up to you, but maybe tablet is provided with more smoother line. Okay, so this is all we have here. Maybe something in additional. So I can place. I use a third part program called Flame Flame Painter, but I don't found it this time any useful. So I prefer to use my own tools to create uh, flame effect. For now, we've got it done save, and now we're going to compile everything into one scene to calculate calculate a proper resolution, to calculate a proper. It requires also some time from us to harmonize everything like this co-web. I've added the next clipping mask to paint exactly over this co-web and make it lighten. For this way, then I put it render it separately figures. Then I harmonize them with ambient line and some special effects here. That is not to be all. Thank you for watching. Um,